So, Pete, quite a week, huh?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, what's your take on all this, you know?
No, my take is your final take, which is everyone needs to calm down. Calm down. No, this president ran on something. He's negotiating it. He used, I don't know, what you call it, salty language.
Yes.
Listen, I know what I said when I was walking on patrol in Iraq about the neighborhoods I was walking in. It wasn't, wow, this is a wonderful place. It was, well, this is a, you know.
Yes.
The reality is you can differentiate the people coming from these places from places that are not doing as well as America, you might say. We did have a candidate in the general election that called those who voted for the president deplorable. Is that acceptable? So you're deplorable, you're deplorable, you're deplorable. No, I mean the left loves to point at Americans who they don't like and say they're unacceptable. But when the president points out that a visa lottery system, is grabbing from countries that may not be as good as we would want them to be, many of which have radical inclinations, he's somehow a racist. It's ridiculous. And I think those that support the policies this president is pursuing should not bend to what the left is trying to do to him right now.
You know, the thing is, though, he's going to have to be able to make those two things distinct, that he was talking about a country and not people, and he's got to say that by saying when he moves to merit-based immigration that it will include people from what we would call the whole countries. That's the only way, because if he says if you're from a whole country and you can't come here, then that's racist. So he has to make sure that he says that, look, these whole countries, there are good people from there. I don't want to use the visa lottery system. I want to use a merit-based immigration system so the good people can get in here. But he's got to say that. I hope he says it soon. Allie, first time on the show.
Yes.
Talk about whatever you want. What do you think? What do you make of this latest controversy?
I'm surprised people are so up in arms. We're so used to this locker room talk. That's what got him elected.
Yes. Yeah.
We love hearing this from him. And I like, too, that people are so obsessed with the rhetoric. Like Hillary Clinton tweeted, you know, how abominable it was that he said this, and it was so horrible that he was treating these people this way. The Clinton Foundation stole billions of dollars from Haiti years ago. I mean, look at actions as opposed to words. I think we need to do more of that.
That's the thing, is that it's conflating. It's now words are actions.
Yeah.
And I can see you can argue that if something is inflammatory enough, it can be an action. But I don't know if that's what this is. Kat, this country still rolls on. I mean, that's the thing. It goes back to the belief that if Trump can handle the big things, we forgive this kind of obnoxious, coarse rhetoric. What do you think?
Well, now thanks to Trump, we can say Merry Christmas again.
Yes.
And we can also say, hole, apparently.
Yeah. You could say Merry hole.
You can say whatever you want.
Yes. By the way, that is a bar downtown. Mary's quite a bartender. Recently, Mary.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So what I didn't like the comments. I didn't like them. I know that makes me a conservative. But I just pictured a little kid being like, hey, Mom, can Jimmy come to play? And she says, no. And he says, why? And he says, well, because the country of origin he's from is a hole, so he can't come over.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing to
we
say.
run the country.
I understand the difference. I completely understand the difference. But basing things based on country of origin and calling it that, I think could have done a better job.
I think he's going to have to. I think he's going to have to separate people from country, because that's.
I would love to hear him say that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I hope he does. All right, Tyrus, do you have any theories about this? First, I have two questions. Two questions for you, Tyrus. By the way, Tyrus is his own country of origin.
And it's not.
And it's not. It's not.
Property's beautiful.
It's not. No, two things. I want to ask you, where's Bannon going to go next? Because we were going to talk about Bannon, and also your analysis of Trump.
Well, wow, that's a deep question.
Yes.
Where is Bannon?
Yeah.
Like, we need to take Waldo out.
Yeah.
We were expecting this big fight. It was over in one round.
I know.
We learned real quick that it was Trump's world, not Bannon's. He lost everything in a half hour.
Yes.
He lost the show. He lost the radio show. They took his dog, his house. He had to turn his keys in. He's literally somewhere in a van down by the river.
Yes.
And he's not handsome like Chris Farley was, so he is scaring the. He's a. Shithole.
Yeah.
That's where he's at. And my theory with Trump in his tweets, he's drinking.
You think so?
From a guy who's had a drink.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. The economy is great. Like, we're doing so many great things, and we're talking about this. Or he's in this long meeting, and he's like, and I, as someone from African descent, after hearing the statements, I agree with you that he was talking about the country. So I guess if he said third world country, it would have been better. But third world country, if you look it up in the Urban Dictionary, is.
Yeah.
So I'm at this point, I'm going to. Wait, stop sipping the Diet Cokes at 3 in the morning, whatever it is.
But remember, he said this.
Yes.
Yeah, he said it in a room, and but I think he's just, this is who he is, and it's just like.
Well, yes, and he also, his mistake was believing that what he could said in a private meeting would be kept there. Dick Durbin, rather than actually confront him in the meeting and have any courage at all, ran to his friends in the media afterwards and said, "Let me tell you what he said," like a tattletale, like you said.
Yeah.
He's not used to that. That's not how his world operates, but that's how the D.C. swamp of small men operates.
Yeah.
And from what I understand, Senator Graham handled it.
Yeah. So what Graham did
was like, whoa, hey.
Senator Graham actually went and talked to him afterwards, which is like what you normally do in reality world, but not in this case. I think we learned a lot this week, which we'll soon forget by Monday, because we'll be drinking a lot, and Trump will do something else. Coming up, a story so hot it'll leave burn marks on your brain. No more personal cell phones if you work in the West Wing. Yeah, that'll work.